Welcome, Aries. I'm Karen. This is Veronica Streams Coaching and Tarot. Today's reading is for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising. This is for middle of March through middle April. This is general, no specific life area. We'll just let the cards take us, taking a look at current situation. I know this card deck has Royal in the name, but I'm not sure what the deck is. I'm going to use the Somnia for clarifying. I had it in a bag. Like a lot of my original decks I took out of the boxes and I didn't keep the boxes. I just put them, again, in a tarot card bag. I have some really cool bags, by the way. So anyway, let's get started here. For our Aries friends, keep in mind this is collective. So take what resonates, and you can always check out your other placements as well. So let's get going. What do our Aries need to know? What do our Aries need to know? Okay, here we go. Current situation. Four of Wands, past influence. Nine of Pentacles. Present influence is the Empress. I really like that. I mean, it's kind of nice. So negative, Five of Wands, positive, Page of Swords. Okay, what we don't see, Two of Cups, what to look for, Devil, unexpected, Two of Pentacles, challenge is the King of Swords, and future influence is Six of Pentacles, and outcome, Six of Wands, where does this lead? High Priestess, Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands. Something is definitely, well, I mean, with the Judgment at the bottom of the deck, maybe there's some kind of renewal happening here, or at least some feeling of coming back around. I don't know. It feels like that to me. So I'm just going to take a quick look at the cards so I can kind of get an overall feel. Like with the Four of Wands, it definitely feels like a celebration. And then the Nine of Pentacles, I mean, it may be some kind of celebration from going from feeling maybe, I don't know this. The only reason why I get kind of love reading is the Two of Cups, but the Empress as well. And the Nine of Pentacles being in the past, because it feels like maybe that if you were feeling alone or independent in the past, that this celebration is changing that, the Empress being taken care of. However, it could be, so we'll get into the reading, but it could go either way as far as just the celebration is about your independence and your confidence, self-confidence, with the Empress too being like just you taking care of shit, just taking care of your business. The Five of Wands being a negative, there's some kind of conflict, but we'll talk about that. I don't get over worried about that negative spot. Reason being, that spot is something that we really can't control anyway. But it's just good to know information. Kind of helps you to navigate things in general. The Page of Swords, in the positive, that's good too, because I want to learn more about that, but we'll clarify. Two of Cups and what you don't see. There is a relationship happening here. And I feel like someone is really focused in on you. And that also could be the Page of Swords. We'll talk about that a little bit, because sometimes I see the Page of Swords as, someone watching you maybe on social media or keeping an eye on you in some way or another. The Devil and what to look for, that might be interesting to look at. Two of Pentacles and your unexpected. Sometimes I see that as someone coming in that has time. Like the Two of Pentacles is about balance, balancing different life areas. And sometimes when there's someone in your life that's like really focused on something else and not you or your relationship or your situation. They're kind of focused elsewhere. They're kind of coming back in and noticing you. That's kind of what I'm feeling here with the Page of Swords and the Two of Pentacles and then the Two of Cups and what you don't see. So there's someone maybe that's looking at you from afar and they're not really saying anything. The Devil, okay, I already talked about that. We'll get to that. King of Swords, there's something here. This is in the challenge, so I'm definitely going to look at that too. To get more, a lot of times with court cards, I like to clarify before I go too heavy into it. Six of Pentacles I like as the influence because it's about, being in a position to give, and sometimes it's about give and take. And then Six of Wands, outcome, being recognized and being seen and being publicly recognized. Then it goes to the Hierophant, Ace of Swords, and Eight of Wands. Or not the Hierophant, I'm sorry, High Priestess, Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands, which there feels like once that Ace of Swords hits, I'm not sure about the High Priestess, um, but the Ace of Swords, it'll make more sense as I do the reading. I think, the Ace of Swords is that clarity, and the Eight of Wands could be travel. So let's get into it. So what is this? So the Four of Wands is in the current situation with the nine. I keep saying page. The Nine of Pentacles in the past influence. I want to clarify the Nine of Pentacles before I get too far on. Can you tell me about this Nine of Pentacles for our Aries, please? What is this? What is this Nine of Pentacles? Four of Cups, Strength, King of Coins, or King of Pentacles. I feel like this is you being separated from somebody. You've had your eye set on them. Four of Cups, the strength is having to kind of be strong. And that is also the Nine of Pentacles in itself. And then the King of Pentacles, that's where I feel like it is somebody that you may have been a little bit distanced from. And that's kind of what this reading is about. The Four of Wands in your current situation. Let's take a look at that. And we got, I'm sorry, Four of Wands? Yeah. With the Empress. So the Empress to me is a card about taking care of things, nurturing things, but it also can be about feeling nurtured as well. There's something here to me about, though, you nurturing something, taking care of something, helping it grow a little bit too, because that's what I think of when I see the Empress. Let's clarify the Four of Wands first. We've got the Four of Wands, the Six of Wands. We got 4, 5, 6, and 8 of Wands here. So there's definitely a progression with the Wands. Yeah. Okay, tell me more about the Four of Wands. Two of Swords, Death, and Judgment. So I feel like this so this Four of Wands may be a discussion that you have with somebody. The reason, and when I say discussion, so the Four of Wands is about celebration, but a lot of times I can see it as two people kind of coming together and having a discussion. The Two of Swords is about making a decision, death, and judgment. It's like you have been working on what to do with the situation. Two of Swords. Do you really want it to grow? And I feel like it's changing and coming back around. And that is like the Four of Wands, celebrating that increase. And the Judgment, I thought I saw the Judgment somewhere else. No. Oh, here. Oh, the bottom of the deck. So yeah, trying to kind of decide, do I want these things to change or do I want it the same? What do I want here? And I think that Four of Wands may be you coming to that realization of what you really want out of the situation, which is, I feel like the Empress is what's kind of causing that, you taking care of yourself. There's something here about you looking out for you before you move forward with anything. Oh, let me pause this for a sec. Okay, I was afraid I almost was paused it, or did I unpause it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me more about the Empress here. right? Yes. Tell me about the Empress. Don't, if I, tell me about the Emperor. Oh, there's that Five of Wands again. Okay. So, okay, the moon to me is about, in this deck specifically, when I look at the moon in this deck, it is really about finding the answers. He's coming out of the water. He's not in the water anymore. He's learning things. He's seeing things as they are. You've got the Five of Wands, which in this deck, I look at the Five of Wands as how much energy to give something, being conflicted and how much, because if you give it too much, you blow the candles out. If you don't give it enough, they burn out. Um, then we have the Seven of Swords, which I feel like a lot in this deck too is about a journey, but it's not necessarily stealing as much as it is carrying around a burden that might not be yours. Um, and I feel like that you've been seeing that. And that's what the Empress is about. You understanding that you've been giving something way too much energy and it's not your burden to carry. And I feel like that's what the Empress is. You're taking care of you because this is not your burden. And that's what the realization is here. This isn't your burden to carry. This is, you can worry about it or you can work with it, but it's not your burden to carry. In other words, too, like how much focus time do you want on that? The Five of Wands in the negative, I just feel like there could be some kind of internal struggle as well, but it also could be someone else that's having a conflict here that's causing you to think that maybe, they're not going to be around or they're not there for you, but they're going through their own conflict, which may cause this situation to be harder for you, which and there is the negative piece. Tell me more about the Five of Wands, Three of Swords, Judgment again. This Judgment's all over the place. There's something definitely happening here with that Judgment card. It's all over the place. Um, there's someone, I feel like they're sad, and I feel like or separated or miss you maybe or something to that degree. But what I see here too with the Judgment is they're struggling with their own conflict on how to regrow this situation, because there's also something about stability here, which would be their home, their job. This is someone else, but it could affect this situation, and therein lies why it's negative. It could be also holding it back. They have to be, if this is a relationship, they have to be just as sure about reviving it as you are. It can't be one way, right? So this could definitely directly affect you. Now with the Page of Swords there, I really am getting the overall feeling that they are watching you somewhere. You are being watched. They're checking you out, whether it's at work or online, or I see that sometimes with the Page of Swords, not often. The reason why I'm seeing that is directly related to that Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups and the positions that they are in. Um, so that's kind of why I'm getting this. And it is a positive because they're figuring things out. They're keeping an eye on you, not to spy. They're keeping an eye on you to know what they need to do next, to figure out what they need to do next. And I would say there's somewhat a they could be this devil energy attached to you, or really tied to you in one way or another. Tell me more about this Page of Swords. Eight of Cups, Five of Swords, Judgment again. Telling you something is fated here like crazy. That Judgment's come up more times than Carter's got liver pills. So Eight of Cups, yeah, they used to say that back in the day for you youngins. Um, Eight of Cups, walking away from something, but not, this is the struggle here. They are looking after you. They are looking at whether they want to renew this situation. That Five of Swords is a struggle. And the Five of Swords too is how much energy to give. Like, I want to look, but I can't reach it. So they're struggling reaching out to you because there was a point where they were turning around and walking away, but there is something else here that's being renewed in their spirit. There's something else being happening here. I definitely feel like this is relationship, guys. This could be work though too. So what you don't see is the Two of Cups. And again, I feel like this is them looking at you, like directly looking at you in one way or another. They're either checking you out online or they're checking you out somewhere. Um, but they're watching, and I want to be like, it's not weird. Okay. I don't feel like it's weird watching you. Like, they're not, they're not a stalker or that kind of thing, but they're just really trying to figure out what to do here, especially with that judgment all over the place. This is not a bad thing by any means. Tell me more about this Two of Cups. Can you tell me about this Two of Cups, please? Ten of Cups, the Fool, King of Wands. I'm going to say they are definitely, this is definitely a relationship that I think what's happening here is whether they want to take that leap, whether they want to start this over again or start anew. And then the King of Wands is they're really considering how to move forward. The King of Wands is a doer. Any of the wand courts, they do. They don't think about things. They don't sit on it. They're not patient. They're excited and they want to get things done and they want to do it. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. But I feel like they're a little bit stalled. It doesn't mean forever though, because I do feel like it all kind of comes around here. So the devil, this is what to look for. We all know about this lovely devil. And the devil's really about, well, it's overall, it's the addiction card, if you want to get down to it. And I feel like, as a less not intrusive thing as addiction, we can look at it as well as being tied to something, being very, like not being able to let a thought go, not being able to let someone go, not being able to, there's something, and it also can be a spiritual tie to somebody, like where you really can't let them go. It's like no matter what you do, you can't let them go. Tell me more about this devil, please. Whoa. Tell me about the devil. Let's do this again. There's that Five of Swords again. Tell me about that devil. What is up with this devil card? Knight of Coins, Page of Wands, Eight of Cups again. What to look for? This is someone that's definitely moving towards you. There may have been some kind of message in the past where you felt like they were walking away from you or you were walking away from them, one of the two. However, that's who to look for. That's who this is. Um, and the Page of Pentacles can also be a younger King of Pentacles. In other words, there's someone that's really working on their career, really focused. And I kind of get that with the Two of Pentacles there, that if they've been really focused on career or home or family, they're not moving fast. But there's something here with this Page of Wands. I feel like they kind of walked away too fast. So the Page of Wands can be someone that does not think about what they do before they do it. They just do it and it happens fast because that's the way the wands work. And the Eight of Cups is like, okay, did I walk away too fast? Did I lose something along the way here? And the reason why they're thinking about that is because they are attached. And I think that they need to see if they're coming back around or did they really walk away. If you're attached to them, um, it'll be interesting to see how this kind of proceeds. The Two of Pentacles is in the unexpected, and I do feel like that this is like someone coming back around. Like you being more in front of them instead of behind them or to the side or out of their vision, out of the peripherals. Because if they've been ultra focused on something in particular, they haven't had time to think about it. And they're starting to get that time. Two of Pentacles, please. Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Two of Pentacles, again, I'm going back to the fact that they can now focus on something else. We've got the Two of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is holding on. They're holding on to this too. The Knight of Wands is the forward movement. I think that's going to be the realization. I think there is some kind of forward movement. Well, they'll be coming back around, and that's where it's unexpected, because they've been holding on to this too. Maybe you feel like you're the only one that has been, but it's not. It's not one-sided. It's two-sided. Except for they've been like, if Aries, if this isn't another fire sign or water sign, they can compartmentalize easier. Where maybe fire and water, not so much. Fire, passion, water, emotional, that they tend to not be as patient. Not that they can't be patient. I don't, they, but they're not in certain circumstances. So let's talk about this King of Swords in the, I feel like they're going to be coming forward with that unexpected. Oh boy, I have my sound on. Sorry about that. I was I have a new camera, so I was testing sound and stuff. I normally don't keep my sound on. And yes, the camera does do that. Okay. So King of Swords, please. Tell me about this King of Swords. Seven of Wands, Knight of Coins. So this is someone that maybe you had words with and you felt like, one of you felt like you had to stand up for yourself. And again, they've been very focused on one thing. Now, I would say this is a challenge. There's something here with the Three of Cups, maybe that they are worried about other people knowing, or gossip or anything like that, especially if it has to do with work. But this is that person. And the challenge is the Three of Cups. To me, that could be gossip. So if they're worried about people talking at the water cooler kind of thing, then that could be getting in the way. But I also feel like it is about their words or your words. Someone had words here and they weren't very nice, or they weren't thought through. They weren't trying, who knows? I'm not going to second guess, but they hurt. And the King of Swords can have sharp words. Sometimes they just blurt things out. They're going to say exactly what they think and they're going to blurt it out. So, anyway, it's a challenge because you might have to get through that. You might not be able to be honest. If they're worried about gossip or something, or you are, you might not be able to get through that. Six of Pentacles, please, and the future influence. The Fool. There's that King of Swords. Four of Cups. There may be a point where with the Six of Pentacles, there's a couple things I see. If you look at the meaning of this card, the Rider White meaning is basically being in a position to be able to give back, having enough that you can give or donate. The other thing you see in the Rider White, though, is it looks like the person's only giving to one. And it's like kind of not fair. So there is this feeling of fairness and give and take with this card. So with the Fool, the King of Swords, and the Four of Cups, there is like something new happening here. But there is going to be a little bit of, do I really want this? So like you're going through this reading and I feel like you kind of do want this, but then you get to a point, do I really want this? And then I think the reason why you go there is because we've got the Four of Cups, but the King of Swords. This is something I really wanted, Fool. But then there was this thing with the King of Swords, these words or whatever the King of Swords was about. And then the Four of Cups is, what are my true wishes here? What are my true dreams? So I think that is where the Six of Pentacles is. And I feel like that's the give and take here. How much do you want to let go of or let in is what I'm getting. The Six of Wands is the outcome, which I really do like because I see you like riding high. And this is going to be important because you're going to need to ride high. Um, I feel like that's a really good thing, but where is this coming from? Where is this riding high? Are they recognizing you? Um, this is when I see like, oh, it totally could be work, but I don't think it is. I feel like with all of the spying they're doing, they're recognizing what you are to them. Regardless of where this relationship goes, they're going to understand what you are to them. Tell me more about this Six of Wands. Nine of Pentacles, Death, and the Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like that recognition is they're going to say, you know what? Um, well, I get the feeling that they are going to recognize. So the Nine of Pentacles is to me um, being successful with hard work. The Death is the transformation, and the Three of Swords is sadness, separation. I feel like that they're recognizing that they need to make a change to relieve some of the sadness as well. They could be just as sad as you are, even though they're the ones maybe that you felt had the words, or maybe they felt you had words. Maybe you both were hurt, and you don't even know it because there's lack of communication. I'm guessing that King of Swords kind of says a lot of that because the King of Swords is a tough energy, man. It's tough words. So what is this High Priestess? This High Priestess. So when I get the High Priestess in a future position, sometimes it's saying you're not supposed to know everything. You're not supposed to know where this goes, or you already do know the answer. But I don't think it's that. I feel like there's a feeling here that you have had to kind of go deep here. And I feel like this is saying that you are going to trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you'll know how to move forward. Tell me more about the High Priestess. What is the High Priestess? Magician? Four of Cups again, man. Um, Seven of Cups. There's some major helicopters. Sometimes we get there's military helicopters, the ones with the dual things, and they fly over. I don't know if they go to a certain Air Force base or something. I think there's an Air Force base in Clarksville, Tennessee, but I don't know if it's Army or Air Force. Um, anyway, there is a base there. I'm just not sure which one it is. So Magician, Four of Cups, Seven of Cups. Um, again, I feel like that's a hidden thing. I feel like there may be something here where you're hiding what you really want. And with that, you know that you have to make a choice. If you can't tell this person what you really want, is it really going to be worth it? However, with the Ace of Swords there, you may do that. Tell them what you really want. So we'll clarify the Ace of Swords. To me, the Ace of Swords is about clarity, speaking truth, speaking clear, speaking articulately. It also can be victorious, beginning of something very victorious. But I don't see the Ace of Swords. All aces are beginnings, I know, but I don't always see it as a beginning of something. I feel like a lot of times the Ace of Swords is a very clear message coming through, and whether it's from you speaking the truth and speaking clear, or learning the truth, but it's about the truth more than anything else, and or an epiphany. So let's take a look at this Ace of Swords. Eight of Cups again, Three of Pentacles. I think you're understanding that. I think you're understanding something about your own anxiousness. I feel like you're still considering walking away. The Three of Pentacles, though, is collaborating. I think this is, you are learning something about your own anxiousness about the situation. The Eight of Cups, walking away. The Three of Pentacles. I think there's two things here. I think that there's also a feeling that you kind of are good for each other with the Three of Pentacles, but there is also something about this situation maybe causing you anxiety or anxiousness to some degree or another, or at least it feels stressful. There's, and I feel like you're realizing what causes that in this situation with the Eight of Cups to the Three of Pentacles, like walking away versus hanging in there and seeing what we can do for each other. The Eight of Wands is after that. Tell me about this Eight of Wands, please. What is this Eight of Wands? Eight of Wands. Five of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're going to learn something about the disappointment. So if there was, I feel like there could be some kind of disappointment happening here, and it does have to do with something. It could be regarding work. There, there is a message coming in, and it might be about the disappointment. But I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles, it's still positive. But I do feel like you'll be learning more, which once you learn more, you'll know what to do. But I don't see this as ending, like having a finality ending in the reading. There's not one. I do feel like the most important thing here in the reading is the Six of Wands at the outcome, saying that yes, you are going to recognize what's happening. Once you can see that, you can better navigate how to move forward and what you really want, more than anything, because it sometimes takes a clearer head to be able to really recognize what's happening. So there you have your reading, Aries, for mid-March through mid-April. And I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Give me that thumbs up. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do one advice card for you. What is our advice? Seven of Swords. Don't let anyone see what you're doing here. I think this is kind of about keeping a secret. There's something about keeping a secret here because I said about the gossip. So like just keep things on the low, on the down low here with this situation as much as possible. Because if this person is worried about gossip, that's the last thing they need. Um, why that should matter, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, well, screw that. But I'm an Aries, so um, I'm out there. The Seven of Swords, so also can be about don't let anyone take anything from you. And that is very subtle. Like, don't let them take your joy. Don't let them take what you believe in. Don't let them take your love, right? Don't let someone take advantage of you or take from you. Go into this with eyes wide open. I feel like that's what the message is. So there you have it, Aries. There's your reading. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful day.